haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I have gold mines digging in my own backyard.
If a unit suddenly expired in the middle of a job, as was their nature, entire sections of commonplace could black out until a new unit was put in the control unit.
ঘুরেছি এই পৃথিবী, দেখেছি কত দেশ মুলুকের শেষ।
I'm Jenny Roach. I've had many years of successful writing. I read a poem during last year's festival. He said, don't do that again. So do some comparing instead. So here I am. The first part of the programme involves poets from different parts of the world who have practised their performance skills and working with live music at the Multicultural Arts and Media Centre under the guidance of Mohammed Sarwar, who's hiding behind there. The second part will involve national and international musicians to perform instrumentals, ghazals and classical performances. I'd now like to invite Mohammed Sarwar, Chief Executive of Multicultural Arts and Media Centre, to say a few words.
Good evening, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. There is a saying by a famous saint, Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti. A friend of God must have affection like the sun. When the sun rises, it is beneficial to all, irrespective of whether they are Muslims, Christians, or Hindus. It is a pleasure to organize and put together the World of Poetry and Music event of superb rendition of poetry and music by local and international poets and artists. We are delighted with the support from Rochdale Literature and Ideas Festival to provide diversity in the festival, which has a great line of various performances throughout October and this weekend. I would also like to urge you to please encourage as many people to see these events, and let's promote our town as a center of great cultural diversity. I am honored to be joined on stage with Jenny Roach to introduce the performers for tonight. I would like to now invite on the stage Philip Cook, who is the Operations Manager, Customer Access Community Services, who is in charge of the festival, to say a few words. Philip Cooks.
Thank you, Mohammed, and thank you all very much for coming today. I just want to say a few words on behalf of the Literature Festival. It's our first evening today, and there's more events on tomorrow and Sunday. I hope you come to as many events as you can. It's already been fantastically attended and some fantastic events today, and you really are in store for a magnificent event tonight. I've heard them sound checking, and it really is something special. You're going to be blown away by it. So we're very privileged to have this here tonight, and thank you all very much for coming.
Я пришел к тебе с приветом, рассказать, что солнце встало, что оно горячим светом по листам затрепетало. I have come to you with greetings, telling you the sun has risen, and it's hot and welcome shining, sending tree leaves into shivers.
उठन साथ एवें ना नचिया कर, उठन साथ एवें ना नचिया कर, हथ धोई मसीती भी गछिया कर.
Do not get up and run. Wash your hands and go to mosque. When you finish your reading at the mosque, just get back for your work.
Fran wheeled him to Sunderland's office late the next day. They hitched a mag tram as far as they could, but the city's electrics function only as far as the curators who regulated them.
আমার স্বরচিত কবিতার শিরোনাম হচ্ছে ভূস্বর্গ। दुनियार बेहस्त
Heaven on earth. I have been around this world, seen so many boundaries and borders, but my Bangladesh still seems to me like as if it's heaven on earth.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me in the dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise.
All seven, I'ma watch them fall. They stand in a way of loving, so we'll smoke them all. With their intellect and their savoir-faire, no one in the whole universe could ever compare.
In that unconscious moment of waking, in that grasp for the dream escaping, lies thought with no vocabulary. It is in that moment that ideas begin to die as they are given a name.
अपने जख्मों के फूल लाए हैं, अपने अरमानों का खून लाए हैं, गुजरे हम जहाँ जहाँ से, गुजरे हम जहाँ जहाँ से, हर नक्श पा की धूल लाए हैं.
Glowing scars of wounds sustained in the past I bring, trampled desires and blood stains I bring.
The words mean, when the evening falls, come into my heart. When the moon shines, come into my heart. But come in such a way that you never go again. I say what a wonderful crowd here to see people from all backgrounds here. Round of applause for you. You have actually made a history here today. Isn't that right, Sundar Byans? Isn't it right? We have made a history today. Yeah? You know when they say, keep quiet in the library, don't. Philip Cook here, who is the operation manager for the council, and I would say the creator for the festival. We met last year, and the association has been fantastic in bringing the diversity of cultures together. And then he was kind enough to commission us again. and I think we expand every time we do things together. Fantastic program of work throughout the October, and plenty more at the weekend, and hope you come and see. And just, I would like Philip to say a few words.
Thank you, Mohammed. As I said at the start, it would be a fantastic event, and I'm sure you'll all agree that it has been. I was counting people. There was 125 of you here tonight listening, which is brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you to every one of you for coming along, and for everyone who's performed here today as well. I'll pass you back.
I want to particularly thank Jenny Roach. Round of applause for the our MC for tonight, Jenny Roach. Thank you very much indeed. And on her left, Sarah Howard, who is my apprentice at MAMC. Wonderful co-director. And we have on the camera, and would you believe he joined us about 3 weeks ago on a work experience, and he's using the camera. Mobeen. Stand-up stream. Serene Asif has also joined us on work experience about 2 weeks ago. A round of applause for their help. We have the musician Dave. Put your hand up on guitar. Just met him again about a couple of weeks ago doing a workshop with Petrus. We discovered him and he's joined us. And Cocaine. Aaron Cocaine here is one of our internship, also a great musician. Thank you very much indeed. And of course, I'd like to thank the festival for this association as well, and also for Link for Life and Clinical Commissioning Group as well, because it's part of their funding that we're able to leverage into projects to help make things grow. And lots of people here who I can mention the names, but just thank you very much for coming. And all the poets that have been working for 5-6 weeks with live music, they have never done this before. You know, Rachel here did a wonderful job. When she came, she was like this. I said, no, Rachel, that's not the way to do. And look at her today, shine. Give her a round of applause. Yeah? And everybody did a superb job, superb job. Absolutely superb. Did you enjoy that? Now, before we finish, I always do this. I always put in a surprise. I would like to invite my teacher when I came to this country. Yeah, and very cultured person, very artistic orientated. He's done so much for the community, done so much for the culture around the Northwest. I'd like to invite him on the stage, Councillor Surinder Biant. And when I went to study music at Dartington College of Arts in Devon, going back in 84, I was struggling to get a grant from the Rochdale Council. I'm not complaining here, Philip. And Surinder Biant helped me to get that grant, and I managed to scrape in. I don't know what I've done since then, but whatever I've done is because of these good people who has put me on this stage, and I'd like to thank you.
Several ladies and gentlemen, I like what Server does. All these years I've watched him do it, but the one thing I don't like is putting me on the spot as a surprise. But I'm very proud that I was able to work with Server for so many years now. And we are